Hi, let me introduce myself. My name is Brian Combs. I work for Revelwood. We are a boutique FP&A consulting firm. I am our Vice President of Services. Multiple products that we implement. I often say we're implementing to my people. I grew up in the FP&A space. I have, almost 30 years of broad FP&A experience now, sales for several years, Fortune 100 FP&A, ultimately led global FP&A, was responsible for all of that at Hertz Rent-A-Car. So just really familiar with what we do, why we do it, and the speed at which it needs to be done. And that's one of the reasons I'm so excited about AI and what it can do for us. The sky is not falling. AI is not this panacea that's going to take over everything. FP&A, if you think of FP&A as simply, one of my prior mentors would call it the elevator analysis. This went up, that went down. You don't need a person to do that. Yeah, even basic AI can do that. So I absolutely see AI helping us do things quicker, faster, with fewer resources. I still think we need that governance structure, if you will. There's still going to be a place for FP&A. We're storytellers. It's, yes, you take the data and you do the analysis, but so much of it is about, well, now what? Now that we have that, what do we do about it? And that's still something that I believe FP&A is going to be responsible for. So this idea of AI taking over, look, I think it's definitely going to bring data analytics to the masses, but I don't foresee it completely taking over. What I had seen the industry call AI, it was conditional formatting, it was that elevator analysis, it was things that just were seemingly basic to me, what I would consider basic FP&A fundamentals. What I say finally and really impressed with is this, within Adaptive Pro, this concept of DI and ADF. Truly seeing something that is that smart, making all of those connections, just unbelievable, right? So those two tools are that one, Decision Intelligence. That was the first one that, so within Adaptive, you launch DI, kicks you into what looks to be a different interface. I mean, you have full form query capability. You can upload different data files, different data sets to combine with your adaptive data. Very soon we're gonna be able to connect it to disparate systems. Picture just having all of those systems we can pull together. Whether you're looking to do a what if model, or hey, I want to add A, B, C, and D, or I'm gonna hire 10 new folks, how's that gonna impact my bottom line? It just starts to look through all of your logic and understand, and builds completely separate reports, different models, dashboards. You're gonna be able to commit what you just did back to Adaptive. Another component that's rolling out now also, this what's called ADF, Adaptive Data Foundation. Now it's powered by Incorda. Now Incorda, another phenomenal tool. Think of that as, it's basically a digital twin of all of your systems. So maybe you're going to take, you'll push your ledger in there, all of your sub-ledger details, HR, production, CRM. But now the true power is Incorda is creating that semantic layer. It's finding all of the connecting tissue between every one of those tools. So now I can confidently query ADF when I have that, ask a question, and now it's more than just my forecasting logic that I have in adaptive planning. It's whatever data I want to pull in. Yeah, they shouldn't. Like, the trust is one of those. I say very often, once you lose it, it's almost impossible to get back. Over the years, I was that guy who was doing all the Excel work, and I was pulling everything together, and last minute I pulled something off the printer and ran it up to my CFO, and first thing she said was, "What's that? That's not right, that's wrong." Like, I see a lot of that happening with AI. Now, there's a difference between just plain AI and something like Workday's Adaptive Pro, which has the AI embedded, but now you're using that codified business logic. So now Adaptive Pro is allowing AI to live within that structure. When you do that, now your CFO and you really can start to trust that data more because you're kind of building that context-aware foundation. The other one that I would say to be careful, and one reason I want to say, I know I started kind of with a joke and said don't trust it. I think we all know at this point, AI aims to please, right? It's going to give you an answer. It's going to kind of give you what appears to be finality, but you have to verify that. I was just talking to one of our clients, it was a couple months ago, who was just asking, "Hey Brian, how's AI? Talk to me about everything that's baked into Adaptive." And he said, "Well, my owners are all in on AI, and they basically said, you know what? I want you to go use Claude and create our forecast and plan." His quote was, "I spend an extraordinary amount of time teaching and correcting Claude." It was a particular product P&L. Well, they had recently moved the manufacturing site of a given product from, let's say, location A to location B. He knew that, his system knew that, Claude did not. Claude didn't know that this new facility was added, much less that the production was moved from A to B. So when it ran the reports and he ran them up to his boss said, wait a minute, this is wrong. You're missing X% of the revenue. And I went back and looked, it was because it just dropped that. In Adaptive, I'm gonna add a new site and I'll have an attribute on the product or the customer or that site that ties it immediately into whatever reporting I'm doing. So now when we're querying it within Adaptive, it immediately knows exactly what's going on. Your AI of choice is simply not trained on what you do, when you do it, your security, your metadata, your data, the whole nine. So I'll say tread lightly on that. I was listening to a really good podcast the other day, and it basically described an MCP as the USB-C of AI connectivity. You certainly could simply go to your AI of choice and use an MCP to connect all of those systems. But you're connecting them separately, meaning it doesn't have either that semantic layer that pulls everything together like ADF does, nor does it have any of that business logic, the security, the hierarchies, the parent-child, right? All of that. So it's really, you leave it to its own device to create those connections. If you go the MCP alone, well, now you have to, as I mentioned prior, you need to train it, you need to correct it, you need to try to put those guardrails in place that already exist. So don't try to go it alone. Use what already exists and just add on to that, making it that much stronger. If we had this discussion a few months ago, I would have said, it's nice, it's cute. It's a nice to have. If you're an early adopter, go for it. What I have seen within Adaptive Pro now and the Decision Intelligence and data foundation, it's absolutely time. At a minimum, it's worth dipping your toe in. I don't know right now that I recommend unleashing that power on your entire organization. Again, it's your story. You need to craft it. I definitely think it makes sense to grant access to a small handful of folks who are kind of driving strategy, who are helping you tell that story. Let them show how not only powerful it is, but as long as you're using Adaptive Pro, how well it can stay within those guardrails and really just direct what you're doing. And I think over time, you're going to find you're going to start to create processes that are centered around it. You're going to shift your team to focus on other items, other tasks, other work streams, because you're going to slowly build that trust specifically with Adaptive Pro. So I definitely think now is absolutely the time, and look, I'm anxious to show anyone what this looks like, talk about what your world could look like tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we just spent the last 20, 30 minutes or so talking a lot about AI, what it looks like, what it means, how it may or may not work for you. Hopefully there was something in there that struck a chord with you. I could talk all day on this stuff. I love FP&A. What I'm seeing now coming out of adaptive planning with this new AI functionality, it's really awesome. I would love to get a chance to chat with anyone. Again, if something here stood out to you, feel free to reach out, give us a call, hop on Revelwood.com. There's a whole litany of information there. More than happy to carve out whatever time you need. I look forward to talking to you.